Gyanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rigveda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रवत्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिर्वेदसादनम्
Rigveda, hymns on Ashvins. Hymns on Ashvins in all Mandalas of Rigveda. In Mandala 1, Sukta 112, Rishi Krista Angirasa in Meter Tristub hailed Ashvins. To give first thought to them, I worship heaven and earth, and Agni, fair bright glow, to hasten their approach. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids where within fight ye speed the war cry to the spoil. Ample, unfailing, they have mounted, as it were, an eloquent car, that ye may think of us and give. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids wherewith ye help our thoughts to further holy acts. Ye by the might which heavenly nectar giveth you are in supreme dominion, lords of all these folks. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids wherewith ye, heroes, made the barren cow give milk. The aids wherewith the wanderer through his offspring's might, or the two mothered son shows swiftest mid the swift, wherewith the sapient one acquired his triple lore. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids, wherewith ye, raised from waters, poisoned and fast bound, Reba and Vandana, to look upon the light, wherewith ye succored Kanva, as he strove to win. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids, wherewith ye rescued Antaka, when languishing deep in the pit, and Buhuyu, with unfailing help, and comforted Karkandha, Vayu, in their woe. Come hither unto us, O Ashvins, with those aids, wherewith ye gave Gukanti wealth and happy home, and made the fairy pit friendly for Atri's sake, wherewith ye guarded Purushukta Prasangu. Come hither unto us, O Ashvin, with those aids, mighty ones, with what powers he gave Paroraj aid, what time he made the blind and lame to see and walk, wherewith ye set at liberty the swallowed quill, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye quickened the most sweet, exhaustless flood, and comforted Vasistha, ye who never decay, and to Sritarya, Krusya, Narya gave your help, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye helped in battle of 1,000 spoils, Vispala, seeking booty, powerless to move, wherewith ye guarded friendly Vega, Aswa's son, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Whereby the cloud, ye bounteous givers, shed sweet rain for Dirghaswaras, for the merchant Asuja, wherewith he helped Kaksivan, singer of your praise, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye made Rasa swell full with water floods, and urged to victory the car without a horse, wherewith Trisoka drew forth his recovered cows, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye compass round the sun, when far away, strengthened Mandatar in his task as lord of land, and to sage Bharadwaja gave protecting help, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith, when Sambara was slain, ye guarded well great Athigya, Disa, Kasoju, and Travadasyu, when the forts were shattered down, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith he honored the great drinker Vamra and Upastuta and Kali, when he gained his wife, and lent to Vyasa and to Prithvi favouring help, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith, O heroes, ye vouchsafed deliverance to Sayu, Atri, and to Manu long ago, wherewith ye shot your shafts in Saimurasami's cause, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith Patvara, in his majesty of form, shone in his course like to a gathered kindled fire, wherewith he helped Suryata in the mighty fray, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith Angirasas, ye triumphed in your heart, and onward went to liberate the flood of milk, wherewith he helped the hero Manu with new strength, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith he brought a wife for Nimada to wed, wherewith he freely gave the ruddy cows away. Wherewith he brought the host of kind gods to Sudas, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye bring great bliss to him who offers gifts, wherewith ye have protected Bhujayu Adhiragu, and good and gracious Subhara and Rastapu, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye served Krishna, where the shafts were shot, and helped the young man's horse to swiftness in the race, wherewith ye bring delicious honey to the bees, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith ye speed the hero as he fights for kine into hero battle, in the strife for land and sons, wherewith he safely guard his horses and his car, come hither unto us, O Ashvini, with those aids. Wherewith he, lots of hundreds powers, helped Kustasa, son of Aduni, gave Turviti and Dhatiti strength, favored Dhavasvanti and lent Purushanti help. Come hither unto us, O Ashwin, with those aids. Make ye our speech effectual, O ye Ashwins, and this our hymn, ye mighty wonder workers. In luckless game, I call on you for succor. Strengthen us also on the field of battle. With undiminished blessing, O ye Ashwin, forevermore, both night and day, protect us. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra and Aditi and Sindhu, earth and heaven. In Sukta 116, Kashvan Dhairyagat Massa Oshija Rishi in Tristub meter visualized Agni. I trim like grass my song for the Nasatyas and send their lords forth as the wind drives rain clouds, who in a chariot rapid as an arrow brought to the youthful Vimada a concert, borne on by rapid steeds of mighty opinion, are proudly trusting in the God's incitement, that stallion as of your own, O Nasatyas, that 1,000 in the race in Yama's contest. Ye Ashwins, as a dead man leaves his riches, Tugra left Bhujayu in the clouds of waters. He brought him back in animated vessels, traversing air, unwetted by the billows. Bhujayu he bore with winged thing, Nasatyas, which for 3 nights, 3 days, full swiftly travelled. To the sea's farther shore, the strand of ocean, in 3 carts, 100-footed, with 6 horses. He wrought that hero exploit in the ocean, which giveth no support, or hold, or station. What time he carried Bhujayu to his dwelling, borne in a ship with 100 oars, O Ashwins, the white horse which of old he gave Aghaswa Ashwins a gift to be his wealth forever. Still to be praised is that your glorious present, still to be famed is the brave horse of Pedu. O heroes, he gave wisdom to Kakiswan, who sprang from Pajra's line, who sang your praises. He poured forth from the hoof of your strong charger 100 jars of wine as from a strainer. He warded off with cold the fire's fierce burning, food very rich in nourishment. He furnished. Atri cast downward in the cavern. Ashwins he brought with all his people, forced to comfort. He lifted up the well, O ye Nasatyas, and set the base on high to open downward. Streams flowed for folk of Gautama, who thirsted like rain to bring forth 1,000-fold abundance. He from the old Sayavana, O Nasatyas, stripped as it were mail the skin upon his body, lengthened his life when all had left him helpless, Dasaras, and made him lord of youthful maidens, worthy of praise and worth the winning. Heroes, is that your favoring succor, O Nasatyas? What time he, knowing well his case, delivered Vandana from the pit like hidden treasure. That mighty deed of yours for gain, O heroes, as thunder heraldeth the rain, I publish, when by the horse head Atharvana's offspring Dhadhyayak made known to you the Soma's sweetness. In the great rite the wise dame called Nasatyas, you, lords of many treasures, to assist her. He heard the weakling's wife as it were an order, and gave to her a son Hiranyahasta. He from the wolf's jaw as ye stood together. Set free the quell, O heroes, O Nasatyas. Ye lords of many treasures, gave the poet his perfect vision as he mourned his trouble. When in the time of night, in Kaila's battle, a leg was severed like a wild bird's opinion. Straight he gave Vishpali a leg of iron that she might move. That time the conflict opened. His father robbed Rajaswa of his eyesight, who for the she-wolf slew 100 wethers. He gave him eyes, Nasatyas, wonder workers, physicians, that he saw with sight uninjured. The daughter of the sun, your car ascended, first reaching as it were the goal with cursors. All deities within their hearts ascended, and ye, Nasatyas, are close linked with glory. When to his house he came, to Divodasa, hasting to Bharadwaja, O ye Ashvins, the car that came with you brought splendid riches. A porpoise and a bull were yoked together, ye bringing wealth with rule, and life with offspring, life rich in noble heroes, O Nasatyas. According to came with strength to Jahanu's children, who offered you thrice every day your portion. Ye bore away at night by easy pathways, Jahusa compassed round on every quarter, and with your car that cleaves the toe asunder, Nasatyas, never decaying, rent the mountains. On morn ye strengthened Vega for the battle, to gather spoils that might be told in thousands. With Indra joined ye drove away misfortunes, ye foes of Prithaswaras, O ye mighty. From the deep well he raised on high the water, so that Raktasa sons Sara should drink it. And with your might to help the weary Sayu, he made the barren cow yield milk, Nasatyas, to Visvaka, Nasatyas, son of Krishna, the righteous man who sought your aid and praised you. Ye with your powers restored like some lost creature his son Vishnu for his eyes to look on. Ashwins, ye raised like Soma in a ladled Rebha, who for 10 days and 10 nights fettered, had lain in cruel bonds, immersed and wounded, suffering sore affliction in the waters. I have declared your wondrous deeds, O Ashwins. May this be mine and many kind and heroes. May I enjoy lengthened life, still seeing enter old age as it were the house I live in. Shukta 117, Rishi Kashanva in meter Tristip hailed Ashwins. Ashwins, your ancient priest invites you hither to gladden you with draughts of meat of Soma. Our gift is on the grass, our song apportioned. With food and strength come hither, O Nasatyas. That car of yours, swifter than thought, O Ashwins, which drawn by brave steeds cometh to the people. Whereon ye seek the dwelling of the pious, come ye thereon to our abode, O heroes. Ye freed sage Atri, whom the 5 tribes honored, from the strait pit, ye heroes with his people. Baffling the guiles of the malignant Dasayu, repelling them, ye mighty in succession. Reba the sage, ye mighty heroes, Ashwins, whom like a horse whale men had sunk in water, him wounded with your wondrous power, ye rescued. Your exploits of old time endure forever. Ye brought forth Vandana, ye wonder workers, for triumph, like fair gold that hath been buried. Like one who slumbered in destruction's bosom, or like the sun when dwelling in the darkness. Kaksivan, Vajra's son, must laud that exploit of yours. Nasatyas, heroes, he who wanderer, when from the hoof of your strong horse he showered 100 jars of honey for the people. To Krishna's son, to Visvaka, who praised you, O heroes, he restored his son Vishnupu. To Ghosha, living in her father's dwelling, stricken in years, he gave her husband Ashvins. Rusati, of the mighty people, Ashvins, he gave to Swaha of the line of Kanva. This deed of yours, ye strong ones, should be published, that he gave glory to the son of Rasad. O Ashvins, wearing many forms at pleasure, on Pedu, ye bestowed a fleet-foot cursor, strong winner of 1,000 spoils, restless the serpent slayer, glorious, triumphant. These glorious things are yours, ye bounteous giver. Praise in both worlds are your habitation. O Ashwins, when the sons of Paira call you, send strength with nourishment to him who knoweth, hemmed with the reverence of a son. O Ashwins, ye swift ones, giving booty to the singer, glorified by Agastya, with devotion, established Vispala again. Nasatyas, ye sons of heaven, ye mighty, whither went he, sought he for his fair praise the home of Kidwa. When the like a pitcher full of gold, O Ashwins, on the 10th day ye lifted up the buried. Ye with the aid of your great powers, O Ashwins, restored to youth the ancient man Sayavana, the daughter of the sun with all her glory. O ye Nasatyas, choose your car to bear her. Ye ever youthful ones, again remembered Tugra according to your ancient manner, with horses brown of hue that flew with swift wings, he brought back Bhujayu from the sea of billows. The son of Tugra had invoked you, Ashwins, borne on he went uninjured through the ocean. Ye with your chariot shift, as thought, well harsoned, carried him off, O mighty ones, to safety. The quail had invocated you, O Ashwins, when from the wolves' devouring jaws ye freed you. With conquering car ye cleft the mountain's ridges, the offspring of Visvak ye killed with poison. He whom for furnishing 100 wethers to the she-wolf, his wicked father blinded, to him Rajaswa gave ye eyes, O Ashwin, light to the blind ye sent for perfect vision. To bring the blind man joy, thus cried the she-wolf, O Ashwins, O ye mighty ones, O heroes, for me Rajaswa, like a youthful lover, hath cut piecemeal 100 wethers. Great and weal-giving is your aid, O Ashwin, ye objects of all thought, made whole the crippled. Purandhi also for this cause invoked you, and ye, O mighty, came to her with succors. Ye, wonder workers, filled with milk for Sayu, the milkless cow, emancipated, barren. And by your powers, the child of Purmitra, ye brought to Vimada to be his consort. Plowing and sowing barely, O ye Ashwins, milking out food for men, ye wonder workers, blasting away the Dasayu with your triumphant, ye gave far-spreading light unto the Arya. He brought the horse's head, Ashwins, and gave it unto Dhadyayak, the offspring of Atharvana. True, he revealed to you, O wonder workers, sweet Soma, this were secret as your girdle. O sages, evermore I crave your favor. Be gracious unto all my prayers. O Ashwins, Grant me Nasatyas, riches in abundance, wealth famous and accompanied with children. With liberal bounty to the weaklings, concerts he, heroes, gave a son, Hiranyakshakta, and Swaya, cut into 3 several pieces, he brought to life again, O bounteous Ashvins. These your heroic exploits, O ye Ashvins, done in the days of old, have men related. May we, addressing prayer to you, ye mighty, speak with brave sons about us to the Snoid. Om.